So a popular question with the Brother P-Touch label makers is how do I change the margin and reduce unused or wasted tape around what I print? You can see this has a large margin preceding the word and a large margin after the word. You can make some changes here, but I'll tell you right now, due to how the printer is constructed, it requires at least 1 inch of space before something is printed. That's in the manual. It says it on Brother's website. I don't know why it is, but some wasted space before the word is required with the P-Touch. We'll see what we could do to use the margins to reduce wasted space though. It'll mostly come by savings after the word. So to change the margins, you want to go ahead and press this label button right here. You'll have three options. Basically, you have label length. That's the absolute length of your label, and it's typically set to auto. You could adjust this, but it'll change the size of what you print in order to accommodate the length you choose. So it's not what we want for now. Then you have margin, then you have tab length. We have no tabs, so don't have to worry about that. We'll go into margin, we'll hit OK. Now you have four options. You have full, which is the standard one, half, which is a half margin, and then the narrowest, which is narrow margin. They have an image here with the narrow margin being before and after, which isn't exactly true, but you can kind of get the idea of what's happening. They also have chain print. Chain print is just having a reduced margin between words when you're printing the same thing over and over again, like 10 copies of something. So we'll pick narrow, and now we'll hit print. And you get a pretty confusing output. What happens is you have your wasted space, then you have your colon, and then you have the what I guess you asked for, which is the narrow margin word sample. This area is due to just the design of the printer, and that's just a waste. That's unavoidable. And if you were to cut it here at that colon, now you have an equal margin, this little area before the S and that little area after the E. That is the same. So now you have a narrow margin print. For reference, here is a full margin of the same word. So we'll see the difference here and do a better comparison. So it's about a 1/4 inch or so of less tape. So the margin reduction is not actually saving you a whole lot in an absolute sense. Again, you're only saving this area. If your point is to have a smaller printed label and have them be really uniform, then yeah, you can go ahead and cut it at this colon right here, and you'll have a smaller label and it'll look nice and neat versus this one where if you had to cut it, you would be hard pressed to get them the same on both sides. But the absolute savings from having a narrow margin is only going to be pretty small, just due to some limitations about how the printer works. If you want to save tape, then you could reduce the font size, use abbreviations, use a different font. There's a few different things you could do, but unfortunately the margin is only going to really help you with the margin at the end of the word. So that's how you change the margins and why the margins are a little bit crazy with the P-Touch label makers. Thanks for watching.